Things are super weird. I just got a text from the government ordering everyone to stay home. What is happening? What's up everybody, Mark here from Remarkable Woodworks, trying to stay positive through all the craziness that's going on. I'm super fortunate though because my family is home, we're safe, and I have this space that I can work out of. I don't know how much work we're gonna be able to get done. All the job sites have been ordered to be closed, and I think they're actually closing Home Depot on Sunday. So in this episode, I thought I'd keep things nice and close to home and show you how I hang my tools on the wall using a French cleat. Obviously, when you cut a piece of wood, you're left with two pieces. And a French cleat is just a fancy word for an angled cut. Now, the degree of the cut doesn't really matter. Some people like to use a 15 degree, some people like to use a 22.5. I like to use a 45 because every single saw is capable of cutting a 45. I guess every saw is capable of cutting a 15 and a 22 as well. But the angle or the degree of the cut has nothing to do with the strength of the cleat. Anyways, you get the point. And the only thing that the angle is going to determine is how high you're gonna have to lift the piece in order to mount it. That's it. So all the strength from your cleat is going to come from whatever fastener you use. In my case, I've identified the studs and I put a 3-inch screw into each one of them. So I could literally hang off this thing and it's not gonna move. So French cleats are a really popular way to hang cabinets, whether they're kitchen cabinets or bathroom vanities. It's just a really solid option to make sure that whatever you're trying to store on the wall doesn't come down. And since it can hold something as strong as like a quartz countertop or people leaning on it, I have this much concern about my tools falling off the wall. So there's a couple things to consider when you're using French cleats. The first thing is you're gonna wanna remember that the angle is gonna go away from whatever you're hanging it on. And I'll show you. When you mount your piece to the wall, you want your angle to be up and away from the wall. So, wall, away. That's what you want. Another thing to consider is how big your unit is. Cool. Is how big the piece that you're trying to hang on the wall is. It might need some support at the bottom. For example, this is a pretty big piece. So if I didn't have this support piece on the bottom down here, the cabinet would tilt forward. You don't want it forward. Then I'd be worried about things falling off the wall. And what I like most about using a French cleat system is it's super cheap. One sheet of plywood, you can rip a bunch of these strips. You can even make a bunch of boxes for just about anything. And I mean anything. And it gets your stuff up off the floor. Not all French cleats look as ghetto as mine do. You can actually buy them. They sell them at Home Depot. Obviously not right now, but you can literally get a sheet of plywood or just find some scrap pieces, make some cleats, and get your stuff up off the wall. That's basically it. French cleats are that simple. Now's the perfect time to rip up a sheet of plywood and clean up some space so you can get some work done from home. This is probably going to be like this for a while. I think that's it for for this episode. Hopefully you got something from it, even if it was just a little bit of a distraction from everything that's going on. So if you like this video, please do all the things that you're supposed to do when that happens. Hang in there. We're gonna get through this together. I love you all equally, and I'll see you when I see you. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, I've got free plans available on my website for this guy. I'll link them below if you're looking for something to do.